Hello, friends. Patch notes time for Apex Legends Season 25. Quite a lot of stuff to go through. You may have seen my sort of in-game firing range video yesterday. I had very limited time to make that video, so apologies if it was not too well edited. I went over everything as quickly as I could because I was given a little bit of time, but now we can really delve into all of the changes. I'm not even aware of everything that's changed in the current build, so let's go through it. A lot of interesting stuff, I hope, besides obviously Sparrow, the new legend. Starting off with AntiCheat, so an audio, that's quite interesting, right? Okay, before we jump into the seasonal updates, here's a quick progress check in on AntiCheat. We've been focusing on many iterative improvements across an array of efforts, including internal cheat detection, automated detections, and third-party solutions. Our ongoing work against teaming has continued to have a positive impact on bad behavior, primarily in ranked. We've also ramped up efforts combating bot activity performed by automating certain devices, and a decrease in nefarious bot activity should already be noticeable, decrease, not increase, in your matches by the time you read this. This population may be small, but their actions can still disrupt your time in the Outlands, and we're continuing to target actions against these players to ensure that every match is worthwhile. I just want to ask one question. For everyone that's Masters rank or higher, currently, have you seen many cheaters this season? For me, who hasn't played much ranked, I think I'm like Diamond 2 right now. I haven't seen any cheaters, not a single one. Now, that may be because I'm not like up in the top ranks yet, and it's a lot easier this split to rank up, but I haven't seen a single one. So I don't know if it's working or not. I would love to hear your opinions. If you are a rank grinder, you're Pred or Masters, have you seen any cheaters this season? If so, how much? Is it less? Is it more? It feels like, for me personally, I haven't seen any. So it does seem to be working, but maybe I am not the full picture from my own single experience. So love to hear your opinion on that. There've also been a plethora of improvements that we're looking to actively update, ranging from bug/exploit fixes to hardening existing prevention measures. We hope to share more on these in the future. Finally, we wanted to thank you for the feedback on our mid-season edition of Report Action Feedback. Please continue to submit in-game reports, as they do work in both identifying cheaters and the impact they're having in your matches. Yeah, report people in-game. If someone gets banned, you'll now get a notification to tell you that they've been banned after you reported them, so absolutely well worth doing. All right, now audio. Something new about audio. Okay, as part of our ongoing efforts to improve audio reliability, we've implemented a system that will allow us to improve how we diagnose audio issues for our PC players. We will now look out for common symptoms of audio issues, example, footstep audio events being dropped excessively throughout your matches. Then we detect an abnormally large amount of these situations with in-game audio. We will occasionally offer you the option of uploading a detailed report containing everything our audio engine did throughout the course of your match. Since the scope of this diagnostic information is limited to our audio systems, the uploaded data is completely anonymous. The recording is purely game-related audio and does not contain voice chat nor any information that can be tracked back to you. So, a new diagnostic tool to help them try and determine what audio issues are in the game to try and fix them. Another step in the right direction. Great. Love to see it. Can't complain. Awesome. Not necessarily. They're not saying that audio is fixed or it's the best thing in the game, but they're actively working on it. So that's nice. Matchmaking. This season, we're tackling matchmaking quality through region population management, leveraging skill values in ranked and by increasing queue wait times for high skill lobbies. Population management comes in the form of a system improvement that allows auto-merging of players into higher population regions to expand the pool of available players for closer skill matchmaking. Since the available in each pool on each platform in each region at any time of day can vary quite a bit, we're testing ways to get those players together without sacrificing too much latency. The next two major changes this season focus on matchmaking quality and ranked. I'm just going to say my unranked matchmaking experience as a solo player this last season was really bad. I'm just going to straight up say it. It was the sweatiest, most diabolical games of my life, and I could hardly even keep up. Playing ranked, on the other hand, was fun. Ranked felt less sweaty than pubs, and I don't know why. I constantly felt like just a piece of rubbish. Every single game I was saying that I was in the highest skill rating lobby, a sliver on the very right side of the matchmaking chart, saying that, I'm the best player in the world, and so is everyone else in the lobby, I get demolished every single time. It wasn't fun. Ranked was good, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'd love to hear your opinions on matchmaking for pubs this season. It wasn't great, so I would love to ask the devs about that matchmaking uh, chart and how it works. It seems a little odd. Anyway, let's keep reading about the ranked matchmaking changes, and then maybe we can actually get into the patch notes. The first change is how players are reset each season. Initial rank and tier placement is based on the player's tracked skill value and not how much RP they had at the end of the season. This will group like skilled players together, even if they haven't played in a while. Players new to rank will receive their initial placement based on their performance in Apex so far. So, no more getting deranked a bunch of tiers. You're just going to get put into a ranked based on your skill. Every single new split, I assume. I like that approach. I think one of the biggest problems of ranked is, as someone who kind of dips in and out from time to time, coming back to the game and I'm gold. I shouldn't be in gold. Like, that is not fair for the gold players, firstly, and it's just extra more grinding for me to get to the rank that I need to be. So a skill-based placement system based on your MMR to determine your rank, and then you just go into RP-based matchmaking after that, seems like it could work. They're not doing full MMR-based matchmaking. They're just using MMR, skill rating, to determine your starting rank for the season. And then it goes, every time you match a game, it's still based on your RP, who you match up with. I think that could be good. I would love to see it. The second change is part of our seasonal tuning for matchmaking, which this time means around asking our Platinum, Diamond, and Masters, including Predators, to wait a bit longer while we try to find them opponents that are closer to their RP value. Skill and RP aren't the same thing, but they are closer than they have been in the past. Yeah, I don't mind waiting a little bit longer to make sure that I have a lobby of diamonds, only diamonds, and I feel like everyone agrees, right? We don't want to see golds going up against Preds or as much as humanly possible, right? Yeah, that's good. LTM Arenas. Yes, Arenas is back. If you want to see it, I'll be playing live after this video goes live, where you can see me play the early build of Arenas. Pretty fun. It's got a couple twists as well. I wonder if they talk about this here. Arena returns at the start of the season to test your skill and cunning in a round-based 3v3 deathmatch. Experience the classic mode with the latest weapons and legends. Prepare a loadout at the start of each round. Fight your opponents on intense squad battles and learn your opponent's weaknesses to prevail. On May 20th, prepare yourself for a refresh that puts the focus on firepower over heals. Trying out new weapons, getting around the map in exciting new ways, and boosting those care packages. Be sure to come back halfway through the season to check out our 1v1 variant, Arenas Duels. So this is an LTM, but it seems like it's going to be in this season for quite a long time. And I want to say that they've changed a couple things. Firstly, if you have a weapon, you can no longer use it the following round. In fact, for the rest of the match. So there's no like just spamming Mozams or devotions or whatever the meta way may be, like it was in the past. You pick a bow check, for example. For the following rounds, you can no longer use that, even if you won the prior round. It's quite a nice way to keep things fresh. And also, the care packages can have boost kits in now, and EPGs and stuff. It's pretty interesting. Death by Design. Deadly limited time cosmetics. Okay, so we got a new event, a store event, and you will get the new Pathfinder heirloom recolor. It's a milestone event. And launch challenges, you can get 2 packs for free. Okay. Each pack's having an opportunity to unlock the Belva Brewers heirloom recolor and the Reactive Scout recolor. Okay. So it's a milestone event with 2 sort of mythic tier rewards stuck inside, both of which are recolors. Yeah, okay. Exotic Shop. Missed out on some of those Apex's most iconic reactive weapons. We're giving players another chance to grab them. Starting soon, the level 100 Battle Pass reactive skins from seasons 11 through 21 will be available in the Exotic Shop for exotic shards, including fan favorites for the R99, Hemlock, spelt with a C, Spitfire, and more. Everyone's getting free exotic shards from the Battle Pass. Well, not free, I suppose. You got to buy the Battle Pass first, so more ways to spend them? Cool, why not? Legend Locker. We're expanding the Legend Locker to include some of your favorite legend and weapon skins from past seasons all the way through to Upheaval. We'll also let you know in the locker if a skin you're eyeing is also featured in a live offer elsewhere. What is the Legend Locker? I think they mean like uh kind of like legacy Apex packs and stuff. You know, the collection events from past. Okay. Unique legend select animations. Yeah, so you can, if some animations you can now equip to any skin. Now, if there's a certain animation that requires an element of that skin, you can't change the skin for it. For example, the recent Watson Nessie's intro animation can be put on any Watson skin now. But the Memoir Noir Pathfinder skin, where he has his little hat, you can't put that with any other Pathfinder skin because it uses an element of that skin for the animation. All right, actual patch notes now. We've gone through the store stuff. This is the juicy stuff. You've seen some changes already, but I'm quite interested to see the nitty-gritty details, whether there's any legend or weapon changes that we haven't known about because, you know, it's all new here. Bocek returns to the floor. Feels pretty fun. The grenade arrow feature where you prime the Bocek with a grenade, much in the same way you would prime a rampage with a thermite, is very cool. Triple Take is in the care package as well. Gold weapons, this time around Bocek, Hemlock, Longbow Massive, and Wingman. Arsenals, added voiceovers for pinging and interacting with arsenals. Before, Loot Bin, Light, Heavy, and Energy arsenals now give 2 blocks of ammo of each pickup. Ammo at all arsenals now takes 20 seconds to respawn, was 10. Aw, that's kind of inconvenient. After Loot Bin resets, enhancing a weapon now give at least 2 attachments. Added a slight flare to the model to show the arsenal has reset. Ammo at all arsenals only take 10 seconds and grant a full stack of the ammo. So once round 2, ring 2 closes, arsenals are going to get pretty buffed. We're really pleased with arsenals and are excited with how players have weaved them into their gameplay. These adjustments are designed to smooth out the early game, providing a little more ammo without fully replacing the need to scavenge the arrow and increase their relevancy in the later stages of the game. You get more ammo each time you interact with it. You just have to wait a little bit longer to pick it up again. Okay. Assault class, Battle Surge, removed scan on shield crack. Health bar now lingers for 3 seconds, was 4 seconds. Move speed boost now only applies while sprinting during the active window. Assault Legends have remained popular and powerful throughout Takeover. There's a lot of utility stacked on this class, and the scan on shield crack specifically felt like a step too far in the world where Sparrow will bring in a powerful scan ability. Okay. Skirmisher, charge knock removed, tack charge gained on knock. So yeah, you won't be able to regain your tactical when knocking a player anymore. We like rewarding skirmishers for playing aggressively with health regen on knocks, but found the extra attack charge had uneven results. It didn't help some legends and interfered with upgrades that provide extra charges for others. Ultimately, we felt this belongs better in the upgrade tree, like Pathfinder's new level 3 upgrade, rather than in the class perks. I'm very curious to see the Pathfinder stuff. They talked about it, but it's not in the current early access creator build, so I couldn't showcase gameplay for it. Sparrow. This is all the Sparrow stuff. I won't go through it in detail here because we did do that yesterday. Went through all of his kit. Ash. Okay, let's have a look at Ash's changes. Predator's Pursuit. Remove Deathbox minimap location/pings. That's kind of a shame. I suppose she needs a bit of a nerf. Weird place to put her nerf, though. You know, so you're not going to be able to see where people die on the map anymore. Previous hotfix increased alt max distance travel time to 2.5 seconds, was 1.4 seconds. Increased alt min distance travel time to 0.5 seconds, was 0.3 seconds. So this one's already live. This update was live in a recent update. They're just including it in the patch notes to show us. We want to tweak her balance without removing the parts of her kit that players are enjoying. Predator's Pursuit feels redundant now that she has a new dash passive and is another form of intel gathering that competes with Sparrow. Okay. I like that part of her kit. Kind of sad to see it. Conduit, yeah, this is already live. Increased attack cover regen per tick to 4, was 3. Raj. So all of these things were in the recent patch. This is already in the live game for you guys. And now Pathfinder. This is new. Grappling hook cooldown now variable, ranging from 10 to 30 seconds depending on distance traveled. So this is the old variable grapple we've all been used to for years. It got nerfed, and now it's back. Zipline gun, integrated zipline Zen upgrade into base. Oh, okay. Damage mitigation increased to 50%, was 25%. Wow. So the zipline buff is getting pretty powerful then. Nice. Upgrades level 3. Feeling zippy. Gain a second zipline gun charge. Replaces zipline Zen. Ooh. So that's pretty cool. You can get 2 alt charges. Wow. Grapple God. Gain a second grappling hook charge. Replaces grapple cooldown plus. Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, could be wrong about this, but I swear I saw someone say that if you choose the Grapple God perk, you get 2 grappling hook charges, but they both have 30 seconds cooldown. I can't test it in game to find out if that's actually true or not because it's not in the current live build, in the current creator build. Seer. Oh, yeah, just the stuff before. I think Seer is actually kind of an underrated pick against Ash and Ballistic. You just silence any legend that jumps on you, and then they can't run away. They don't have their get out of free card anymore. All right, ammo and attachments. New stock tier added. Usable with all sniper and marksman weapons. No movement penalty while a weapon with a gold sniper stock is drawn. Yeah, so this is the gold sniper stock. When you have it on a sniper, you're just going to have holstered movement speed whilst you run around with the sniper in your hands so that you don't, one of the biggest drawbacks of using a sniper is it has a slow equip time or draw time. So when you see a player in the past, you'd have to pull out your sniper. And by the time you've done that, the opportunity to shoot them might be gone. With this gold stock, you're just going to be able to run around with the sniper out all the time. Pretty cool. Marksman's improved ADS in and out speed bonus for all levels. Improved raised and lower speed bonus for all levels. So they've improved the handling speed a little bit to make marksman weapons a little snappier. Okay. Pop-ups. Boosted loader removed from floor loop. Skull piercer added to floor loop. It's on the 30-30 longbow and wingman. Obviously remembering now that we don't have helmets in the game, so this is going to feel pretty snappy. Not sure on the exact multiplier values yet. Gun shield generator. No longer usable with devotion and L-star, but can be used with the hemlock. Obviously, one of the biggest problems with the hemlock, why take that when you got the nemesis? So will this move people over to the hemlock? I don't know. What do you think? Accelerator. It's removed from the P20, Vault, and Wingman, and is now on the Bocek, Devotion, Mastiff, and Sentinel. And of course, a recent hotfix, the last one, put the alt charge from Nox down to 20% alt charge now instead of 30. Weapons. With the Havoc on the floor now, the damage has been decreased to 19. The hipfire spread has been increased. The recoil has been increased, and the select fire is gone. There's also no turbocharger. Hemlock. Burst AR. This is already in the game currently, these changes. Don't need to focus on that too much. Devotion. This is quite cool. I tested this in-game earlier. New perk, equipping a purple tier barrel, stock, and mag will turbocharge the Devotion, reducing its spin-up time. So, basically, the turbocharger hop-up isn't in the game, but if you have purple tier attachments, the scope doesn't matter, then you will have the turbocharger activated, which is a pretty nice way of doing it without putting a turbocharger into the loophole, for one gun. I like that. Pretty cool. Improve the scaling with higher tier barrels. Stability and recoil control is improved for blue and purple. Okay. And stocks. Improved handling and reload speeds. Nice. And the purple mag capacity has been boosted up to 52. It was 48. So that's going to be quite fun, especially on a rampart. L-Star. Increased vertical and horizontal movement and significantly reduced projectile size. One of the most powerful things about the L-Star is the bullet is like a giant cannonball. It doesn't matter if you accidentally miss slightly because the bullet's so big it's probably going to hit them anyway. That's a shame. Well, it was pretty busted, I suppose. Bocek on the floor. So, with the Bocek on the floor, when you pick it up, you'll get 40 arrows just immediately added. It won't go into your inventory, so you get 40 free ammo, basically as if you were picking up a care package weapon. Now, if you shoot it on the ground, you can go and pick that arrow up again. If you kill a player, you can go pick up some arrows from their death box. And the damage has been reduced. Dev note, explosions are cool. Yeah, you can now charge it up with a frag grenade and do explosive arrows. It's a tiny bit more damage overall. The base damage is reduced, but the explosive damage added after the arrow hits or lands near a player overall will mean that you're doing more damage over time. And this thing it's so oppressive. If someone's hiding in a building or hiding behind corners, you can just use it to spam them and they're going to have a hard time. Chopper take, damage increased to 23, was 22. Increased rate of fire. Choke speed significantly increased. And the gun shield generator is added on the chopper take as well. Very interesting. Okay, P20. So we already got the damage decrease. It's 24. And now the magazine size reduced at all tiers. You can see the values here. Basically, not much. I think it's still going to be meta. Wingman, slightly increased rate of fire. It is fairly slight, I would say, from my testing in the firing range. And you can now put laser sights as an accepted attachment. So that's going to help improve the hip fire spread of it, of course. And now we've got the EVA 8, greatly increased rate of fire at base and all bolt tiers. Damage per pellet reduced to 6. The EVA 8 has been a particularly strong secondary weapon recently, but instead of just nerfing its damage, we wanted to take this opportunity to realign with its identity as the fast auto shotty. We've reworked its damage profile into rapid fire blast with reduced damage. So it fires very fast. Fire rate is crazy. I saw a comment, I can't be for sure, but I think overall the DPS has dropped down because even when you take into consideration the new fire rate, I think it's going to do less damage. This is enough, but it feels crazy to use. The fire rate on it's ridiculous now. SMGs, increased headshot damage by 1. Oh yeah, this is the old stuff. Charge rifle, increased limb damage to 0.9. Increased limb okay, so all snipers, well, charge rifle, longbow, and sentinel have had their leg and arm damage increased tiny bit. It's not massive, but it's a tiny bit. Map rotation. Olympus, Stormpoint, and World's Edge. That could change on the second split. It usually does. Mixtape. These are the maps for Mixtape up until June 23rd. LTM. Arenas. We've got Overflow, Drop-Off, and Encore as the maps. It's the first team to win 3 rounds, so matches are a lot quicker. I felt like sometimes it was a bit quick. A bit too quick, honestly. I don't know. It would have been nicer for... Maybe that's just my opinion. I preferred the longer rounds, longer game times. Original tunings and mechanics, but updated to include weapons and legends that released since Arena's last active. Yeah, I tried Ballistic. It's quite interesting. No legend perks or upgrades. Buy a loadout and fight in a tense 3v3 deathmatch combat. So none of the legend perks. You can buy your abilities, though, and use those. Arena's refresh. So this is the LTM after May 20. So we're getting it for basically like most of the season, it seems. Arena's refreshed with updating tunings and mechanics that allow players to focus on combat, firepower, and fresh strategies. So this says May 20th. Okay, so these are the differences. We get updated traversal options. They're going to add zip rails to the maps. Every player is given the meds they need for the round free of charge. Supply bins have been removed. Each weapon can only be purchased once. Try new combinations and plan your loadouts accordingly. Round 2 and 4 features discounted weapons to help you experiment with powerful new loadouts. All legends have a 1-round cooldown on their ults, and store economy and ring have been tuned. Care packages have been boosted with armor, select boost kits, and a couple surprise weapons. So... I believe the version that I've been playing in this early creator build is the version going live on May 20th. The version going live on May 6th is the classic arenas without the boost kits or the store overhaul. A difficulty selector will be available for Bot Royale, allowing players to test their skills. Okay, auto option based on your own skill level. And the difficulty selector can be activated by the customized Bot Royale tab. Okay. Ranked. A lot of stuff to talk about ranked here. Let's see. Start of season placement. The starting rank tier and division is now based on your hidden skill value from previous ranked seasons, as we talked about at the start of the video. If no skill value exists for ranked, the unranked trio's skill value is used to set initial placement. The rule that reset any player that skipped the season of rank back to bronze 4 has been removed, and all initial placements are based on skill value. This is good. I think this is going to stop smurfing. I think that this is going to allow people to just be in the rank that they should be and stop people having to constantly de-rank and rank back up all the time. Is this going to kind of remove a bit of that fun around like the race to pred? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, all of the best players are probably all going to end up at the same rank at the start of each split. Ranked ladders coming later this split. When a ranked ladder is active, all players in ranked will compete on a personal skill-based leaderboard for bonus rewards. Your best 10 RP scores during the ladder will be counted for your leaderboard position, which will determine your final placement and rewards when the ladder ends. Your lowest score will always be replaced by a higher RP score, so additional matches are beneficial. 10 ranked matches must be completed to place on the leaderboard and to qualify for ladder rewards. All rank play continues as normal, allowing promotion as demotion as normal. So this is a refined version of ranked rumbles with different rewards. And let's have a look at the rewards if they say anything here. Reward requirement. All players must now play a minimum number of ranks matches before they can earn end of season rank rewards based on their hierarchy earned. Okay. Ladder champion. Players who reach champion a minimum number of times in the same split will gain access to the ladder champion dive trail for a limited time. Granted at the start of the next split and can be used for the rest of that split. Okay, so there's a new dive trail. It's a new limited time dive trail. You don't get it for reaching a certain rank. You get it for performing well in the ladder, the ranked rumble. Interesting. Let's have a look at their dev note, what they're saying here. Tight matchmaking is still a primary focus for the team, especially in the context of ranked. The new way in which we assign starting tier and division, they step towards stabilizing the start of each ranked season and ensuring that high skill players have extremely limited access to lower skill lobbies. Sounds like a good idea to me. A player's skill and their RP value can be very misaligned and are moving more towards getting and keeping those values much closer. Work will continue to address mid and late season lobby skill mixing. Okay, a bunch of bug fixes here. I will just leave this on the screen. I'm going to go through it. I'm not going to read them all out here because, you know, something here might be of interest to you. If you're curious, you can pause it if you want to read. Firing range, meow. Okay, a new Easter egg in the firing range. I'm guessing it's going to be related to Sparrow's pet cat Artemis, maybe? Legend Locker. Added official info panel to some screens. Added sorting ability to some screens. So they've kind of refined the UI for skins a tiny bit. Lifeline. Reduce the intensity of Doc's teleport charge or reduce visual clutter. Previous Battle Pass reactive items are now available in the exotic store. Progressed and completed challenges and match summary now show up to 15 challenges. Reduce the size and frequency of the accelerated weapon screen effects to be less obstructive. Slightly reduce the amount of time you're locked out of ADS after charging a sentinel. Vantage. Moved energizing sniper's mark sniper with an alt accelerant to reload. Okay. There's a couple audio things that have been fixed. And then some GPU things. So that is it for the patch notes. I'm going to be playing the season live early again today, so come say hi on my Twitch stream or on my YouTube stream. I'll be live pretty much as this video goes live. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think of these patch notes, and I'll see you in the comments. Cheerio.